Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue sur Irwin's French Class. Aujourd'hui, dans cette vidéo, nous allons parler du conditionnel. So after reviewing the formation and the common uses of the mood in French, we will do, of course, some fun activities to revise and practice. C'est parti. In French, to talk about actions that may or may not happen, to describe what we would do, we use the conditional mood. The conditional is formed on the same stem as the future simple we covered in a previous video, and the link is in the description, of course, if you want to check it out. Essentially, the stem is the infinitive unless it ends with an E, like for the RE ending verbs, such as dire or prendre, for example. In that case, take off the E, and that's it, you have your stem. The endings of the conditional are those of the imperfect. So let's cover together the conjugation of parler, sortir, and prendre. For the first two, it's very easy. The stem is the infinitive to which you add the endings of the imperfect. So, je parlerai, tu parlerais, il parlerait, elle parlerait, of course, on parlerait. Attention, nous parlerions. The tricky bit here is to well pronounce the I in there. Nous parlerions. Vous parleriez. Il parlerait. Elle parlerait. Sortir. Je sortirai. Tu sortirais. Il sortirait. Elle sortirait. On sortirait. Nous sortirions. Vous sortiriez. Again, the E sound should be very clear. Il sortirait, elle sortirait. For prendre, be careful. First take off the E, and that's it. That's the stem. You add the endings, et voilà. Je prendrai, tu prendrais, il prendrait, elle prendrait, on prendrait, nous prendrions, vous prendriez, il prendrait, elle prendrait. Same as we did for the future simple, we need to talk about verbs like acheter, appeler, payer, employer. For this, the conditional is based on the je form of the present tense, to which you add the letter R. Here they are. Acheter, j'achète, j'achèterai. Appeler, j'appelle, j'appellerai. Payer, two patterns for these. Remember, first, je paye, je payerai. Je paie, je paierai. Employer, j'emploie, j'emploierai. The irregular verbs are the same as for the future simple. As a reminder, here they are. I give you the infinitive forms, the conditional stem, and the conjugation of the je form. Être, je serai. Avoir, j'aurai. Aller, j'irai. Faire, je ferai. Venir, je viendrai. Tenir, je tiendrai. Voir, je verrai. Envoyer, j'enverrai. Savoir, je saurai. Pouvoir, je pourrai. Vouloir, je voudrais. Devoir, je devrais. Courir, je courrai. Recevoir, je recevrai. The uses of the conditional are generally similar in French and in English. The first use is to express hypothetical situations. So to talk about what would happen if a certain condition is met, we use a double clause construction in French. The condition will be introduced by si and a verb conjugated in the imparfait. And then in the second clause, the conditional will be used. For example, si j'étais riche, si and the imperfect, si j'étais riche, if I were rich, je voyagerais tout le temps. I would travel all the time. Second example, si je révisais plus, je réussirais mes examens. The second very common use of the conditional is for polite requests. Used instead of the present, it makes a wish or a request sound definitely more polite. Verbs like vouloir, pouvoir, devoir are of course very much used in this context. For example, je voudrais une baguette, s'il vous plaît. Pourriez-vous me passer le sel? Il devrait moins regarder la télé. The third and last use is in indirect speech to describe what people said or thought in the past about a future event. It describes what they say would happen. For example, il a dit, that's in the past, il a dit qu'il ferait le ménage demain. So he said that about a situation that would happen. Il a dit qu'il ferait le ménage demain. Elles ont affirmé qu'elles sortiraient ce soir. All right, now let's practice together the conditional with a focus on the hypothetical situations expressed through the si and imperfect construction, then followed by the conditional. All you need to do is to use the two given elements to be careful. Say what the following people would do if they were not doing what they are doing, if that makes sense. I'm going to explain. We're going to do the first one together, okay? Numéro 1, Louis étudie. That's what he does, okay? Aller à la plage, that's what he would do if he were not studying. So in English, it becomes, if he were not studying, he would go to the beach. Okay, so let's make that sentence. Let's produce that sentence in French. Si Louis n'étudiait pas, okay, that's very good. So you need to use si and then the imperfect. And the verb, you will also negate it, okay? Si Louis n'étudiait pas, what about the second bit? Conditional of aller, il irait à la plage. He would go to the beach. Il irait à la plage. Okay, let's do the rest now. Numéro 2, Léa a des examens, partir en vacances. So if she had no exams, she would go on holiday. Okay, in French, si Léa n'avait pas d'examen, très bien, elle partirait en vacances. You see, it's not that hard. Numéro 3, Jean est étudiant, travaillait pour une entreprise internationale. So if Jean were not a student, he would work for an international company. In French, si Jean n'était pas, très bien, negation and the imperfect, si Jean n'était pas étudiant, il travaillerait pour une entreprise internationale. Numéro 4, Amélie travaille dans une banque. Être actrice. Si Amélie ne travaillait pas dans une banque, elle, conditionnel, serait actrice. Numéro 5, Philippe fait ses devoirs, sortir avec ses potes. Pote is slang for friends, okay, for amis. Si Philippe ne faisait pas ses devoirs, il sortirait avec ses potes. Voilà les amis, c'est tout pour cette vidéo. Tell us in the comments what you would do if you spoke French fluently. So you will start the sentence like that. Si je parlais couramment français, je, and the rest is yours. So I can't wait to see it. Inspire me, surprise me please. N'oubliez pas d'ajouter un pouce bleu et de vous abonner to support my channel. Au revoir, à plus. Ciao.